You can press. There you go. Okay guys, so yes, my roommate is a pet monkey, and yes, we do have to spear our food every morning. And those are just some misconceptions on Africa. So usually when I tell people that I'm mixed with African and Mexican, I usually get the follow-up question, have you ever been to Africa? And when I tell them yes, there's always that one guy who's like, so you lived in a hut, right? But I'm like, no, never in my life have I ever stayed in a hut. And I feel like it's kind of the news that kind of puts that bad rep on Africa. So I'm kind of here just to clear it all up and justify what Africa is really like. So Africa is really known for being the second largest continent in the world. Yes, I know it says country, my mistake. And it comes in about 12 million square miles and has the largest desert, which is the Sahara, world's longest river, which is the Nile, located in Egypt. And it's said that we're all kind of genetically mutated from African descent. So on Answers Africa Today, here's a list of the top poorest countries in the world. And unfortunately, they all are African countries. But just like in the U.S., how we have places like Bel Air compared to Third Ward, it's like the same concept in Africa. So does anyone want to tell me like what they think Africa is like?
People are starving.
Poverty, a bunch of trash everywhere, little huts. That's pretty much all I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like not much food, just like mostly like just kind of there's just like barren trees and
Okay.
it's just hot.
What about you?
I feel like there's so many animals like in Lion King. You know?
We do that one a lot.
Or they're talking clips.
On LiveVerse today, there's actually a top 5 misconceptions list. So number 1 is that we all live in rural and urban areas, which is basically a slum like this, which a lot of y'all said. Number 2 is that we all share a homogeneous culture, which is basically a same culture throughout, but Africa is actually, each country is governed by a different culture. Number 3 is that we have no plumbing, so we do not go in buckets, I promise you. We have plumbing. Number 4 is that technology is non-existent, but it does exist, it's just a little more on the expensive side. And then we share same language. No, we do not have clicking noises, but like where I'm from, we speak English compared to other places that speak Swahili.
Oh.
So if you do Google African cities, you're gonna get a slum area, and if you Google African children, you're gonna get children of like self-starvation and stuff. And if you Google bathrooms, you're gonna get a bucket again. But
Wow.
it's depressing, not depressing, but disappointing because that shows how much Africa is put under that standard of poverty or stereotype of poverty.
Something popped up on the screen that says Microsoft PowerPoint has stopped working.
No.
And it's asking you to restart the program, but I'm pretty sure you don't want to do that. Where's my mouse?
Oh my gosh.
Let's just press X.
Okay.
Wow, Juliet.
What is
That's not mine.
Bruh.
Is the Wi-Fi not working? Because I'm trying to...
Yeah, it's not working.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, got it. Wrote it. Where's that? There it is.
Just drag it back over.
Where did I slide it? Where were you
I
at?
guess number 13.
This one.
This
No,
one.
actually, yeah, sure. Yeah.
You know what? We'll start from this one.
Okay. So yeah, it's disappointing because like they put Africa under that poverty stereotype.
Next.
But what they really don't show y'all is like how family orientated we are and how strong we are and what our inner cities really do look like. So this is Botswana, and on Answers Africa Today, Botswana comes in at number 15 for the richest country in Africa, with a GDP of 29,707 and a foreign exchange of 7,993. And if you don't know what GDP is, it's basically gross domestic product, which is how much a country can manufacture within its boundaries. So Kenya comes in at number 12, with a GDP of 53.4 billion and a foreign exchange of 5,541 million. So when I asked y'all in the class poll on how many of y'all knew that Africa had some of like the top ranked most beautiful beaches, all of y'all but 2 said no, which is like, whoa, because Africa beautiful with the beaches, yeah. So this is Mombasa Beach. On Expedia it said that the tourism is about 5,000 people, which is not a lot, but it's still really a beautiful site, and it's located in Kenya.
Oh, it's a secret beach. Not many people know about it.
Yeah. And then Alima, though not as pretty as Mombasa Beach, it is a lot more prettier than Galveston, if y'all could agree. And the tourism is about 3,000. So I kind of told y'all what Africa was like. I cleared up some misconceptions for y'all and really just like hopefully broadened y'all's eyes on how beautiful it really is. And maybe one day y'all would like to take a visit. Thank you.
Awesome! Yay! Now that's the way